Hello. This is the Ramesh Production, another FL Studio tutorial, and here we are again, ready to rock it, ready to find some new things. Before we continue, make sure you have subscribed to the channel and you've shared with the friends who you think they have the same interest, and we will catch up later. So today, what you're going to do, there's this beat that I've made, and I'm going to show you how to make it, or how to make something closer to that. Okay, so the last lesson we had last time, we checked on some few things. One, we checked on the face of FL Studio, how the FL Studio works, the playlist, the piano roll, the channel rack, the mixer, etc. And the important place that I told you, like the hint panel and the plugin picker, where you're taking or you're removing, you're adding, you're removing different stuff. Here, the plugin picker. So I'm going to delete this section. Let me select how to select tool. We checked on that. The selection tool. I select these instruments here, these patterns. I delete them from the playlist. So what we did last time, this, where is it? Let me mute this one. Let me switch this one on. Yeah, so that was the last thing we did for the last session. Okay, if you don't have this project, you can comment on the section. Maybe I'll send you the project. Okay, so today this is what you're going to do. One, what makes a song? What makes a beat? So like if you're having a song, has an introduction, has a verse, has a chorus, has a break, it has a bridge, and it has an outro. You see, so those are the formats of a song. So, like for me, what I do, the songs that I create, like if I'm having the verses, the difference between the verses and the chorus, like my choruses are always huge and more active than the verses. So, if, for example, I'm having this beat, this is the main beat. The last time we had the main beat. So if I play it, I change this from a song to a pattern. So you can hear that beat, this main beat, and there's something I created here. It's called a main beat too. Let me play it, and then you'll hear from it. Let me mute these ones. Oh, sorry. So let us hear with another beat. So initially we had this beat. We had this beat. But this time you're having this one. Let me mute this. So that's what I'm going to show you. Let me delete it. I'm going to delete it. Okay, done. So you see this main bit here. I'm just going to paste it here. I click on it and I paste it on this where I want it to be. So I go back to the channel rack. Okay, before I go back to the channel rack, the first thing I do, I make this pattern unique so that any change I make, it will not affect this one. So because I want the chorus to be very vibrant. So one thing I do at the chorus, the hi-hats. The hi-hats, you remember the piano roll? I open piano roll here, and then here we go. Here we go, the piano roll, here we go. So I have this magnet, this place of magnet. I change it from a line to a half step. Or you can do a quarter, but for now, let's do a quarter. So another crucial thing about the piano roll, it has a feature like, if I have this session here, and I want to create another one, I click it here. It will come with the same properties as this one. But for example, let me undo this one. That's Control Z. I have this where this one. Let me elongate it. So this, if I create something else here, it will come the same. You see the same features. So that's the first thing you need to check out. So let make the hi-hats a little bit vibrant. So I'll be adding. Okay, let's see the beat sound. Yeah. So 1, 2, so 1, so we'll be going 1, 2, so 4, 1. So another thing you can do, you can go off the grid, like here, and I go maybe this and this down. That doesn't sound so good to me. Okay, where is that one? Here. Maybe I should bring it back to this. Yeah. At least now I'm having that beat. Like there's a difference between this beat, the one you have just created, and this one, the main beat. So the hi-hats are just straight, but this one, you hear the difference. So this one is a little bit active. Let's play. So now at least my beat is a little bit active. So another thing you do, there should be a difference between your transitions, your transition of the verses, from the verses to the chorus. So one thing you can do, remember there's something we created here. Where is it? Was it a roll? Remember that one to chorus. So for example, you say to chorus. So I can delete this one. Just right click and delete. Right click, delete. So I delete it. I click on this one. I place it here. So this one I remove it. I play this start. Okay, this one I play it main beat. Then I move this one a little bit forward. And then it goes the chorus. At least there's an indication. Another thing you can do, you can add some effects. You can add some sound effects. So if you don't see this panel here, go back to this section, the browser, the plugin picker, click on it, and then it will be shown here. So as a sound effects, so home, I go to packs, and then you have the SFX, the sound effects. Maybe I try using that one. Okay. Okay. So something like that, I place it here. I reduce the volume a little bit. So you remember how to reduce the volume, you can double tap on it, or you can go back to this section, you say audio, here we go, and then you reduce the volume from here. So, but an easier way, just double tap on that sample, you reduce the volume. Yeah, maybe something like that, but for me, maybe I only place it like that place. So there's usages of samples. For me, I can use this one for a break. Like if I'm having okay, let me reduce the volume. Yeah, so that section, at least this one, you see this, the riser, the splash. I can place it here, and then I make it unique. Then after I've made it unique, I double tap on it, and I remove the reverse option. So I already have like it's a crash or a splash. Yeah, at least. So then another thing you can do, you can add some sounds, vocals, like Laura. She's called Laura. Okay, whatever. Yeah, maybe I use that one, and already I had it this place. So what I can do now, I just place it this here, like yeah. Yeah, okay, just try, just be creative on what you have. Okay, so from there, maybe that's the chorus, maybe that's the chorus. So, hi, okay, maybe you ask yourself, there's a melody here, I didn't load it. You hear, like, that's not where the last place you left. Okay, it's okay. Okay, maybe I play, and then the second place, it does it twice. So, it let it be twice here. Yeah. So another thing you can do you remember now? These are very creative way. If you don't know how to make melodies, and then unfortunately you find yourself that like you've made a one sweet melody, what you can do, you can just use the same melody, but with a different voice or with a different instrument. So what you can do, let me now elongate these the chords. So there's this feature here. You can see like I've arranged, I'm naming my playlist, the chorus, the break, so that I can have an easy time to indicate where I am supposed to be. So what you do, you just click, like that's the end. I click on it and I press Alt T. Alt T, like I'll just write anything. It's the break, it's the chorus, it's the transition, or anything. And then you click OK. Then the name will appear there. Okay, for example, I press Alt T, I write place. So you see, it has been written place. Okay, so from there, let me also duplicate these FL keys here. I duplicate it there, and then 808, no, the strings, I duplicate it there. So you can do any way, in any way possible. Either you press Shift and then you drag it, it will still work. This one, I have these. So this is where I want to show you how creative you can be. Okay, now you have these are the chords or the patterns that you use to create your song. So what I do now, you see these FL keys. Remember the option of making something unique. I make it unique. Here we go. So this section, instead of it being you see, yeah. So now it's an FL keys, but I want to change this place. Okay, make sure that you are in these FL keys. Okay, I want to make it, let me rename it and I say orchestra. So I want to make it at least sound something like a string. So this I'll cut. Now it has disappeared and I'll paste here. So instead of it being sounding like a keys, sounding like an orchestra or some strings. Yeah. So I've just copied and pasted. So what I do now, let me drag this one down. So this orchestra, this instrument, I located where did I locate it? I went to plugin preset, generators, citrus, and then to orchestra here. Orchestra, now I have this one, and then I opened the new channel. So now I'm having that one. So already I had these FL keys because this section I made it unique, so it didn't interfere with this one. So there's a difference between, let me change to pattern. And then we have this orchestra. So now they are of the same length. What I do now, let me show you how you play with these styles. Okay, for example, these keys, they are there. I'll reduce. I just reduce this one here, and then maybe I reduce the end here, and then these FL keys. It comes maybe till there, and then it ends. Okay, for example, just so, and then okay, let me try. So this ending where we are going for a break. So instead of it ending like that, I can add this one. So I just press Shift, I drag it. now I feel like this starting point of this splash, it's so hard. So what I do, this section, the simple start, I just reduce a little bit. Yeah, so that I have a smooth transition. Yeah, that's better. So, and then this place, I'm just using what we created. I take the loud, okay, that name is so hard. I place it here. So, and then maybe I mute, I reduce these places here. So, and then now the main beat begins from there. Maybe that's the verse. I say Alt T, I say that's the verse 2. Verse 2. Okay, that's the verse 2. So you remember the main beat, the one we began with. So I'm going to paste it here at least. So here we go. So now we went for a break. So and then it comes with a bang. And then you have these sound effects here that we selected. Okay, now we'll take it here. So taking an example, for example, this sound effect is very long and I don't want it to be, I don't want the whole of it. What I do, I take like this section, maybe that's the section I want. And then I take the cut tool. I slice it and I remove what I don't want. Maybe this place. Yeah, and this. So now I'm having where is that start? Just see what we created. Where is the start? I used how does it sound? Yeah, the start. Maybe this start here, and then before. Okay, this section. Maybe I starts from the other side. So let me reduce this section and reduce it up so that I leave a gap here between. Yeah, so you can do a lot of stuff. Maybe another lesson will check on it. So the next lesson you're going to do is checking on the MIDI keyboard. The MIDI keyboard. So the last time we checked, now this one we have just created the melodies without any instruments, like without playing an MIDI keyboard. We just created using the piano roll, and you can see that the beat. Let me play it from start until from start. Let me play it. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, next time, the next lesson we're going to do, we're just going to take another arrangement, just a simple arrangement, and then from there we're going to taking it to the mixer. This sector here, we're taking it to the mixer, doing some crazy stuff. So it's another stage of editing, and we will add some few instrumentals. But till then, if you have any question, comment. If you have any question, ask the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. You're loved. Paramesh Productions.